Hi everyone, this is Thibaut from PlayPlay and welcome to a new episode of the 3 Learnings From. In this podcast, leaders in communication and marketing will share some key learnings from their career. So today it's my pleasure to welcome Anthony Kennada. Hi Anthony.
Hi Thibaut, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. So Anthony is a B2C marketer trapped in the B2B body, currently CMO of Front, the leader in customer communication. Before that, Anthony was the founding CMO of Gainsight and is credited with creating the customer success category. Anthony, I'm so happy to have you, and let's start with your first key learning, which I think is about curiosity.
Yep, that's right. So this one for me came from how I got into the crazy world of SaaS and enterprise software. I don't think any of us were growing up as children saying, one day we want to be SaaS marketers. But you know, there's a series of things that sort of led me down this path. And for me, it was when I was going to university and studying, business. But I didn't know what I actually wanted to do when I graduated, like many students, I think, in university. And an experience that I had that meant a lot to me during my college days was studying abroad. And so I had a chance to study in Florence, Italy. And I started like thinking through just the experiences we had there, but also how the mobile devices were coming up and then social networking was coming on. And so I said, gosh, there has to be a way to really help people connect when they travel abroad that aren't just like the general traveler, but students and young people that have a different sort of agenda. So I picked up a book about startups. It was Art of the Start by Guy Kawasaki, now a probably iconic book and for a lot of entrepreneurs, and just started learning and just started talking to people and asking questions about, hey, how do I put this together? And so long story short, I ended up building kind of a business plan and almost getting funded for a company that was really in this social travel space. But the reason that's interesting is I ended up finding my way to Silicon Valley that way. And I ended up taking a job, which I'll share about maybe in another learning here, to pay the bills, that ended up being a big enterprise software company. And ultimately, by following my curiosity, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, but I found my path in my career.
Great. Thanks, Anthony. And let's move to learning number 2. I think this one is about the way you take a decision in your career. Some people try to have the best, let's say, criteria, and you think one is very important is the company you join.
Yeah, exactly. So the company, telling the story chronologically, getting to the Bay Area, needing a job to pay the bills, I didn't necessarily bias around the specific role because I knew my heart was set on starting this business. And so there was it's 2009, file sharing startup in Palo Alto. It had about 30 people there. It was called Box.net. And I applied for a job on their sales floor. And I didn't want to be I didn't want to pursue a career in sales necessarily, but this was a company that I really admired. Again, 30 people, it wasn't a major kind of company at that point. But looking back now, it's been 10, 12 years almost since my days at Box. That's still my time there as an SDR, entry level, very kind of young in my career, has come with me throughout my career as part of my brand equity for my resume and all these types of things. So I encourage, folks that are thinking about starting a career in tech or transitioning into tech, that joining the right company matters much more than the specific role that you join for. So, you might want to be a marketer, a product lead, or what have you. But SDR, for example, is a great on-ramp into this career, as well as several other on-ramps that you can consider.
Okay, and when you say choosing the right company, what is for you the right company? Is the company that is growing the fastest, or is it the company where you feel the values are the best for you? What are the criteria?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. I mean, I think at the highest level, it starts at the top. You need to understand who their leadership are and kind of what they believe and kind of the type of kind of core principles that they have in mind for starting a company. So I think that turns into the values assessment, turns into the culture. And I do think that's probably one of the primary things. The second then is the market opportunity, because obviously you want to join a company that is either going after a big market, have the right products, that ultimately the mission that they have in the world that you're subscribed to from the first column has a chance at being realized, because it's execution is there and the vision and the market is there to go and do it. So I think it's a marriage of those two things.
Okay, thanks. Let's move to the learning number 3, which is about the future of marketing.
Yes. So I think at least for B2B businesses, for too long, we've deprioritized brand for the sake of, sorry for the children in the background, for demand gen and growth, because in our eyes, historically, we said brand is corporate marketing. It's not part of growth, right? We need demand gen, MQLs, SQLs, and when you go hunting whales, like the language that we've come up for marketing has totally dehumanized the marketing process. When in the B2C community, they appreciate that behind every purchase is a human, is a person. For B2B, we've thought of them as logos, not people. And so a big learning I had during my time at Gainsight was that if we can build a brand that can radically serve the people behind the companies that we're trying to sell to, whether through content marketing that's helping them get, solve problems within their business, events where we can create community and get them to come together and meet and network. All of these things are both great because they help us kind of build our brand. They help us serve those people and create some value, but also it fuels our funnel and it grows our business. So we built a $100 million ARR business at a Gainsight by really focusing in on serving the people behind the logos that we sell to.
Interesting. And do you think COVID is an issue for that? Because we actually can't meet anymore. So we think that it's more difficult than ever to do human marketing.
Totally. Well, that's why great tools like PlayPlay help us, kind of get through this time where video and other ways help us, really strive to get that connection that we know we can't have in person. The reality is we know we want to get back together in person. All of us feel it as humans, but I think more than ever, the world needs great content marketing that's empathetic, that's authentic, and to see our faces and be able to hear it from our own mouths. So yeah, in lieu of being able to get in person, I think it's important, but also, it's a digital world that we're living in. So we have to connect the best way we can.
Awesome. Anthony, thanks for the 3 learnings we've done for today. It was super insightful. And to all, stay tuned for the next episode.
Awesome. Thank you.